I'm in the control room where we're able to manage all the props in the area. This is divided into two different props. We have the outside loading and the inside warehouse, and we can create any situation and we make it very fireman friendly, and it's consequence driven, so that if they're doing the wrong thing, we can make that prop get worse or better. We're able to use different audio sounds. So in this particular board here, I have all the different sounds that would be something that you would hear in a warehouse atmosphere on the inside of the warehouse. We can also add different things like, for instance, that's an explosion that we could create and have something happen. We could have, with that explosion, we could have a cylinder dropping out there, and they'd have to mitigate that. We could also have different people staged in there as people down and they're hurt, and we need to find out where they are and what they're doing. It's all very simple to run. So I'll stop the sound effects for the warehouse, and I'll keep the just the moaning going, and we could have the guys looking for that person. We could also have them screaming. In addition to that, we could have a valve whistle. So the whistling should indicate that there's something going wrong here. We could have a flame jet. We could create a fire scenario on the inside so that they'll have to mitigate the fire before it gets to the combustible liquids or solids. I have different things like piping all throughout, where I could have water leaks, so they'll have to mitigate these leaks in the pipes. I could also have an active shooter. That's for the terrorist related, and we could have just a little gunshot type of or we could have a bigger gun. So encompassing all that, if the guys do something wrong, we can make them so that's an idea that they've done something wrong. Or so these are all some of the different sound effects that I could put throughout the props here on the inside of the warehouse, as well as on the loading dock on the outside. If you come down to the next page, what I have here is all the piping up above. I can make anything leak. In addition to making things leak, I could have meters. I have meters fixed down on the floor, and I could make those meters say different things like radiation meter. So I could have them. I could put a millirem there, and then I could make it at 100 millirem an hour. I can make that get worse, and whatever that they're trying to do to mitigate is actually not working, and then I can make things get better so that what they've done is good. In addition to that, I've got another page which this has all the lighting effects, so I could shut off the lights out there. And then we have different lighting effects that I could turn on. So I'll turn them all on to white right now, and I could change them different colors and different scenarios. And that's just the lighting effect. I could shut that off. I could turn everything back on. I can do different scenarios out there that would affect these guys directly. For instance, I could have leaks and gas and all kinds of things happening. So yeah, at this time I'll start fogging things up out there just to show you how things could get worse out there. And I'll shut off that fluorescent light so you can see different lighting scenarios. Let's see. And then I have the first page outside, which is that loading dock I was talking about. And by the way, everything has a diagram. and it shows all the effects that are in that area, so that it's very easy to maneuver the props. And I can watch it either through the DVR system that we have here, or I could visually look out the windows. So all this has a whole bunch of applications and different scenarios that we could create and make worse, get better, and it's a real inducive to learning and mitigating all kinds of scenarios.